Yes, hello. So, how are you all? My name is Yogesh and we are doing Standard 11th Statistics. We had started chapter number 2 in the last lecture and we have completed illustration number 19, 18, 19 and 20. Okay, today I am going to do illustration number 21. So, let us start with illustration number 21. In a university, out of 50,000 students, 35% are in commerce faculty, 30% are in arts faculty, 20% are in science faculty, 10% are in engineering faculty, and the remaining 5% are in medical faculty. The ratio of number of boys and girls in commerce faculty is 4:3. In arts faculty, the number of boys and girls is double than that of boys. In science, and engineering faculty, there are 60% and 70% boys respectively. And in medical faculty, boys and girls are equal. Represent the above data in appropriate table. As I told you in the first lecture of tabulation also, that very first thing is you have to consider how the table is going to be made. What are the rows? What are the columns? That is the main thing. Okay, first of all, you have to prepare a table. After then and then only you can analyze the data. You can put the data in sequence. You can put the figures in the data. You can balance the table. That is the secondary part. Very first part is how to prepare a table. Before preparing a table, you should know that what actually the things are in the question. So in question, it is about the students. Now there are commerce faculty, arts faculty, science faculty, engineering faculty, and medical faculty. So you can see there are five faculties. So this five rows should be made. This five rows should be made. In each and every column, or you can say in each and every row. Sorry, it's about each and every row. There are five rows: commerce, arts, science, faculty. In each and every row, there should be two columns. Okay, because they have talked about boys and girls. Okay, so this should be the scenario. Yes. So how your table is going to be made? If someone tell me to prepare the table will be prepared like this. There is a commerce faculty. There is an arts faculty. There is an science faculty. There is an engineering faculty. There is a medical faculty. In each and every faculty, there are boys and girls. So there should be total. Okay, there should be total. Now total 50,000 students are in the university. So that is fine. Total 50,000 students are there in the university. 35% are is commerce faculty. So now we will be seeing the answer. See, total 50,000 students are there. 35% are in the commerce faculty. So you can do the 35% of 50,000. Just take your calculator, 50,000 into 35%. The answer is 17500. So this is about the commerce. Okay, now I'll read question line by line and we'll frame the answer line by line. Okay, as per our module. Then 30% are in the arts faculty. So 30% are in arts. 50% are in arts faculty. 20% in science, 10% in engineering. 20% in science, 50,000 into 20. And 10% in engineering. 10% in engineering. Then 5% in the medical faculty. So 5% are in a medical faculty. Okay. So this total I have made the commerce, arts, science, engineering, and medical. Okay. Then now let's read ahead. The ratio of number of boys and girls in commerce faculty are 4 is to 3. So see, in commerce there are total 17,500. They told that in commerce the number of boys and girls are in 4 is to 3. So we had this commerce solved here. So let's see from the textbook. We are erasing this table. Let us talk about the commerce. In commerce, they told that number of boys and girls are in 4 is to 3. Now total students in commerce is 17,500. He told that number of boys and girls are in 4 is to 3. If I want to find boys, what should I do? You know how to find the numbers when proportion is given 4 is to 3. So this 4 is boys. To find boys, what you have to do? It's 17,500 into 4 upon 7. 17,500 into 4 upon 7. That is 10,000. Okay. Then 17,500 into 3 upon 7. That is 7,500. This is boys and this is girls. Then number of students in art faculty. In art faculty, the number of girls is double than that of boys. Now, what is in arts? In arts, they said that girl is double than that of boys. If boy is 1, girls are 2. See, try to understand my instinct, what I'm trying to do. See, in commerce we have solved. In commerce, there was a question that you have to do 4 is to 3. So we had done 17,000 into 4 upon 7 and 17,000 into 3 upon 7. The answer was 10,000 and 7,500. So we have to put this answer here. So commerce we have solved. Now we jump to the arts. What is in an arts? In arts there are total 15,000 students. Now see here. They told that girls is double than that of boys. That means if boy is 1, girls are 2. Okay, if boy is 1, then girls are 2. So now see, if boy is x, girls are 2x. If boy is x, then girls are 2x. See, it was very simple. They told that girls is double of boys. So if boy is x, then girls is double. That is 2x. Now this boys and girls mix up and will form the total number of students in arts. In arts, there are 15,000 students. Boys is X and girls is 2X. So X plus 2X is 15,000. That is X is equal to 5,000. X plus 2X is 3X. If 3X is 15,000, then X is 5. Okay. Yes. So total number of boys is 5,000 and girls is double of the boys, that is 10,000. So in arts, you can keep boys as 5,000 and girls as 10,000. Okay, so we've completed this much of the things. Now let's jump to the science. What's the question in science? The ratio in science and engineering, 60% and 70% are boys respectively. So they have given information about boys. In science, 60% boys are there. Now, in science, there are total 10,000 students. 60% are boys. In engineering, they said there are 70% boys. So in engineering, there are total 5,000 students in which 70% are boys. Okay, so this is the data. From 5,000, 70% are boys. Now see, if 60%, that is 6,000 are boys, obviously this 4,000 would be girls. So this is the balancing figure. From 5,000, if 3,500 is boys, then obviously 1,500 are to be girls. Okay. So we have completed science also and engineering. Let's jump to the medical. In medical faculty, the boys and girls are in equal numbers. Okay, and what is in medical faculty? Boys and girls are in equal numbers. So in medical total there are 2,500 students. From 2,500 equal, that means 2,500 divided by 2. That is 1250, 1250. So 1250 is in medical and 1250 is in, sorry, 1250 is boys and 1250 is girls. So now you can do the total of boys. So number of boys is 25,750 and number of girls is 24,250, which comes to 50,000. Now let us go to illustration 22. In illustration 22, 80 members participated in a picnic organized by a school and the average contribution was 300 as an expenditure. They are telling you that total 80 members are going in a picnic in a school in which an average expenditure is 300 per person and on an average. Okay, there were 60 students and each of them contributed 325. So out of 80 members, 60 were students in a school picnic. From 80, 60 were the students. Now they contributed 325 on an average. No, that is not an average, that is perfect. They have contributed 325 each. On an average, 300 per person expenditure was booked. A student have contributed 325, that is for sure. Teacher contributed little more. Now what is that little more? They have not told you. There was a support staff of 10 male and contribution was not collected from them. So from 80, support staff were there of 10 students. So now the picture is clear. That is, in 80 students, in 80 people, 60 were students, 10 were staff, and 10 were teachers. Okay, this is the clear picture of what the 80 persons are. In 80, 60 are student, 10 is staff, and 10 is teacher. There was support staff of 10 and no contribution was collected from them. We have not collected any a single rupee from the staff. 20% of those participating in picnic were female and 2 of them were teachers. Represent the data in the table. First of all, let us find that what teachers have contributed, how much rupees teachers have contributed. In question, it is clear that teacher has contributed little more. What little more? So that we will find. Now they have told you that total 80% are there and total expense is 300 per person. So in total you have expended 24,000 rupees. How much you have expended? You have expended 24,000 rupees. From those 24,000 rupees, 60 students have contributed 325 each. 60 students have contributed 325 each. So total contribution is 19,005. Now support staff is not going to contribute anything. What portion of money is left to be collected? Total expense 24,000, from which 19,500 is collected from students. So 4,500 is left. What is left? 4,500. This 4,500 is to be collected by only teachers, because staff will not pay you a single rupee. This 4,500 is to be collected from teachers. The staff is not going to pay you a single rupee. So 4,500 upon 10, that is 450. So per head contribution is 400 by the teachers. Okay, now if I represent the data will look like there are student, support staff, teacher. Total there are 80 students. Now from 80, 60 are students, 10 is support staff, and 10 is teacher. This we have found in the question. Now, how many male female are there? That we can find from the data given. 20% of those participated in picnic were females. So from 80, 20% is female. So 16 are female. 20%. If 16 are female, then it is but obvious that 64 would be male. 60 students. If from 60%, if 16 persons are female, then obviously 64 is to be male. Of them, two were teachers. Now from 16, these two were teachers. So from total 10, if two were female teachers, then 8 would be male teacher. Okay, this is clear. They have told you that there was a support staff of 10 males. So in support staff, all were the male. No female was there. So total 14 female students were there and 46 male students were. Okay, now per head contribution we have found, and the total must be 24. Okay, the total must be 24,000. Okay, now let us come to exercise 2.2. Let us solve some sums from this exercise. Exercise 2.2 first. There are 1400 students studying in a commerce college. Among them, 855 are boys, and of them, 225 boys were in the second year. So, see how many variables are there. They first told you about boys, then they told about second year. In second year, number of boys and girls are equal. So, boys and girls is there. Among 550 students in the first year, so you can see the variable first year, second year. There will be third year also. Boys, girls are there. And this commerce is actually not the variable. Commerce is the whole. They are talking about commerce. So there is no table of commerce. The table will look like, I am drawing here. There are three variables of the year. Sorry, one variable of year in which three rows will be formed. First year, second year, and third year. Now in this first, second, third year, the proportion will be like this: boys, girls. Yes. So this kind we are going to prepare the table. You can see here. Total can be made here. Hmm. Now see, total 1400 students are in a commerce college. Among them, 855 were boys. So, okay, balancing figure we are writing later part. Of them, 225 were in a second year. The number of boys and girls in second year, number of boys and girls are equal. See, 855 are boys and of them 225 in the second year. In second year, boys and girls are equal. So if this is 225, this must be 225. Okay. Then in the second year, number of boys and girls are equal among 550 students in the first year. First year, how many students are there? 5. So from 550 in the first year, the proportion of boys and girls is 3 is to 2. So from this 550, boys are 3 and girls is 2. So how to find 3 is to 2? You have to do like this. If you want to find boys, then you should do like 550 into 3 by 5. Okay, the total comes to 330. And if you want to find girls, the same process, 550 into 2 by 5. So it is 220. Okay, so it's 330 and 220. In the third year, boys is 3 times the girls. In third year, boys is 3 times the girls. Suppose girls is x, then boys would be 3x. Okay, boys is 3 times the girls. So it is exactly like this, 3x plus x. Now, how many students are in third year? We can find it, obviously, why not? See, total there are 450 students in second year. In first year there are 550 students, in second year there are 450 students. Out of 1400, 1000 students we have calculated. So 400 are in T1. So number of boys and girls in TY is 400. As I told you that in third year, boys is 3 times the girls. If girls is x, boys is 3x. So 3x plus x is 400. So 4x is 400. X is 100. Now this x was number of girls. This x was number of girls. If x is number of girls, then boys is 3 times of the girls. So this should be 300. So my total is this. You can see here 545. It is 545. So we have completed first sum of 2.2. Now we can come to the second. Okay, so now let us do the sum number 2. So you got how we are doing the sums. You got the idea how the sums are to be done. Okay, first of all you have to see how many variables are there. Then you have to keep the total and you have to track that where to put the figure. And the balancing figure, you should know how to balance the whole thing. List the things. Then we can write the second sum here. Hmm. Now 1600 employees working in an office. Among these employees, the number of men exceeded the women by 15% of the total number. The number of unmarried employee are 800 less than the married employee. The number of unmarried women is 195. Represent the above data in suitable table. So just think what I have read. How many variables are there? How many rows should be made? How many columns should be made? That would be the first thing kept in the mind. 1600 employees are working in an office. Among these employees, the number of men exceeded the number of women. So they are talking about man, women. So there is a one variable called gender, man, women. Okay, of the total employees. The number of unmarried employees are 800 less than the number of married employees. So now they are talking about married and unmarried. So there is second variable, that is marital status, married, unmarried. So there are two variables. One is gender and one is marital status. The number of unmarried is 195, represent the following data. So how the table should be made? The very first question which come in your mind is this. So the table should be like this: man, okay, women, married, unmarried, total. Married, unmarried, total. Now in total there are 1600 employees working in an office. From this 1600, man exceeded the number of women by 15% of total number of employees. First of all, I would like to clear this line. 15% of total number of employees. Total number of employees 1600. Total number of employees 1600. So 15% of total number of employees. Total number of employees 1600. 15% of 1600. 240. Sir, how this 240 came? It is 1600 into 15. So 1600 into 15% is 240. Now the number of men exceeded the woman by 15%. Now this equation I have to clarify somewhere. How will I clarify? The number of men exceeded the woman. So women is X. What is women? Women is X. Man exceeded the women by 240. So if women is X, man is X plus 240. If women is X, then man is X plus 240. And this man and women will combinedly form the total number of students. So you got my point? This was the main point to be started in the question. Among this employee, the number of men exceeded the women by 15% of total number of employees. So man is 15, sorry, X is the women. Man is X plus 240, which is 1600. Now if you solve this, 2x is equal to 1600 minus 240. You can write as I am speaking because the writings are not matching. So 2x will be 1360. X is 1360 upon 2, that is 680. Now what is this 680? This 680 is women. X is women. 680. Man is 680 plus 240. So man is 920. Okay, they told you that man is 240 exceeded by women. Then number of unmarried employees are 800 less than the married employees. Unmarried are 800 less than the married employees. Suppose married is X. Married is X. Then unmarried is X minus 800. See how I am forming the equation? This only will solve the question, nothing else. They are telling that total 1600 students are there. Unmarried are 800 less than the married. Suppose married is x, unmarried is x minus 800. So if you solve this, 2x is equal to 1600 plus 800, 2400. X is 1200. What we have supposed the x? Suppose married man is x. So married man is 1000. If this is 1200, unmarried is 800 less. Unmarried is 400. Unmarried is 400. So out of 1600, 1200 is married and 400 is unmarried. Now they told you that number of unmarried women is 195. Unmarried women is 195. Now as I am writing this figure 195, the whole sum is solved. Just you have to balance the things. Okay, if you will subtract 195 from 400, you will get this figure. Then if you subtract 195 from 680, you will get this figure. This figure you can get from anywhere. From man also, from married also. Okay, so that's up till now. You can try the sum number 3, 4 and 5 as a homework sums. The sums are lengthy, but if you will try then and then only you can learn. So that's it for today.